originally hail from Nipigon, Ontario, part of the Red Rock Nation, Red Rock tribe, out of Nipigon, Ontario, and I'm part of the Otter clan. And that's something I only learned in the past couple of years because, like many of you, was disconnected from my own culture because of the Canada government policies, the Indian Act, the residential schools, and all that. Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, I had a dream. There's people in my family that are dreamers. And when I woke up, this poem just poured out. I didn't have to think about it. It was done in 10 minutes. But I did call my Nookmis to ask her how to say some of the words in Anishinaabe because I didn't know how to speak my own language. And subsequently, I had been invited by the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs to read it at the apology ceremony event they had at the Radisson in Winnipeg downtown. That was, June the 9th, 2008, I believe. And then I was asked to come here today, and this poem seems quite relevant considering the racism today that we're facing, ongoing. I'm glad that I have a lot of friends who are from settler ancestry because they are not afraid to ask me, Daphne, how come this, how come that? And it's really nice to say this, what's going on now with Idle No More does not just affect us, it affects you all, every one of us. So this poem, it's called The Uncommon Truth. An article in the press led me there, over the hills and through the woods to Nookmis, my grandmother's house. Over tea and bannock, she told me the history I was taught not to ask for in school. We have no word for please in our language. Listen, Nujus, my grandchild, so that someday your grandchildren will know the truth. How the single-minded pursuit of spice caused the nervous newcomers to mistake our burnt sienna complexions for that of a distant umber. They marveled at our castor gras d'hiver, the beaver pelts we wore next to our skin, making them well greased and supple. They offered a brass rattle to a babe and a shiny vessel in trade for each pelt. Vessels they filled with sugar, tea, and rum. Nearly 1,300 moons of trade would pass before their plans to wrench away the lands from the Anishinaabe waxed heavy on us. These same lands which the Creator, Gitchimaritu, made for all peoples who walk the earth. We have no word for property. Then the thick wool and blankets. They brought us no comfort from the coughs and sores which plagued us. Unable to hunt or gather, even the strongest warriors fell. And then they corralled us wandering survivors onto reservation lands. A half a pound of bacon, nearly starved from Crown distributed rations, we were beat in no fair fight. Sick, hungry, and weak, we longed for the forests and the plains, but we had no word to mean, which means we owned. The Batiki, buffalo, were all gone. The Crown returned again, this time with promise, with order for assimilation for our children. Leave those blankets behind. You'll have shiny new buckles on shiny new shoes, and you'll be savages no more. Yay! A buckle also decorates a belt, we children were quick to learn when calling each other by our Indian names at school. One filament at a time, our identity was skinned away and swept out along with the chalk dust until we became unrecognizable to ourselves. I used to think the black robes were just like black flies. All hands, mouths, kicking legs. But these lacked a thorax. They had no heart. They erased our memories and our language and our culture until there was almost nothing left. We have no word for sorry. What proof do you need? No, just look at this Crown-issued check. Payment for my common experience. Common. I guess they have no word for sorry either. Do you think they'll trade with me one last time and give me my youth back, my land back, my culture back, my language back? No, just tell the world we do have a word of thanks. Miigwech for hearing.